We've all had an artist or two that we just absolutely love their music, and then one day they just come out and spout their nonsensical worldview, and you kind of get turned off by it. And then there's the complete reverse of that scenario. Like Mr. Future President Henry Rollins. Mr. Rollins, what is your opinion on that exact topic?
When celebrities sound off about politics, when celebrities take a stand, I tune out. When Barbara Streisand goes, I think I'm a click, just because celebrities don't mean much to me. When it comes out of the mouth of someone who makes about $8 million a year, telling me how it's so bad out there, I'm like, what do you know?
The clarity's unmatched. We need him in the Oval Office, like this second.
The first time I ever saw Henry Rollins was in one of my favorite shows of all time, where he played a neo-Nazi, and I had no idea that he had his own band.
Do we have to censor that tattoo? Oh, just to be safe.
His charisma and his attitude is what really stood out to me. He's just unique. He's unhinged, but also stable at the same time. I don't know how he jumps from the two so quickly.
Quite honestly, most women bore me. If they smoke, I'm turned off. If
they
drink, I'm out of there.
Yes.
If they're stupid, I'm bored. If they're mean, I'm bored. If they're trying to use me, I'm out of there.
That's right.
So I guess I'm very picky. If they don't work out, I'm not interested.
Yes.
If the mind is lazy and the body's lazy.
Absolutely. Yes.
Working out physically.
That's right.
Oh,
if they're not in shape, hey, go be fat on someone else's time.
I'm surprised he hasn't been executed for saying that either.
Okay, boy, wrap it up. I'm cold, I'm wet, and I'm busy selling out, so I gotta get backstage to my women and my cocaine, so what else do you want to know? Why don't you ask?
And also the legendary Nardwuar interview as well.
You know, people think you hate Vancouver or Winnipeg. Oh, because I used to very much. Because I would come here and you guys would be a shitty, spitting, heroin shooting, equipment stealing audience who we weren't allowed to kill.
So this guy's got to make good music, right?
I like the feedback too.
Rise above, we're gonna rise above. Make this court what we say.
Okay, I think we're done here.
I think that's all we need to hear.
So I'm a little late to the party with this next one. Poppy. Apparently, she does metal, like metal. Unfortunately, she makes a lot of art.
Oh, art.
I was for some reason watching the mindless content that Loudwire has to offer, and she was one of the featured clips on one of these bullshit videos, and I fell in love instantly. She makes the weirdest, the dumbest videos ever that I just absolutely love. They're just the greatest. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just in love. Oh, let's go.
What's a P chord? What is the P? I've never
Today
heard of a
we're
P
going
chord.
We're gonna learn. We're gonna find out.
P chord.
Okay.
The first thing you want to do is get your fingers in this position.
Okay, let's see. So we got 2 on the A. Okay. We got.
Okay.
And now we strum.
Poppy lied to me.
And if you lift your middle finger, it becomes a P minor. Thank you for watching this tutorial.
I feel almost like hypnotized.
What are your thoughts on that clip?
It makes me feel like I should check out her music.
Everything's gonna be okay. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be fine. I think everything's gonna be okay. What would it be like if you could just restart? You need to stop worrying so much.
You already said that.
What if you could reboot yourself? Almost like a computer.
This is the
I
fourth
wonder
time
what
you
it's
said
like
that.
to reboot. Everything's gonna be A-okay. Is it okay to think things like this? This planet makes sense to me.
Why is she trying to get in my head?
I believe that everything's okay.
Okay.
Poppy's story is actually really fascinating to me because I watched this documentary. She was really quiet in school. She was like one of these school shooter types. And then she went and flew out to LA and she met this weird Hollywood loser who has a history of abuse. It turns out that he's abusive.
Oh, I didn't
You didn't see that coming, right? So it turns out that he was
No,
abusive. She like severed ties with him. And so you're thinking like, yes, okay, her mind hasn't been totally rotted yet. She's going to come back and be normal.
How old was the other video?
6, 7 years old.
Oh wow, really? It's been around that long? She's gonna drink that fish, isn't she? 110% that is going in her esophagus. She does heavy metal?
Yeah. Well, she does heavy metal.
Yeah. So is she gonna do anything or? Oh shit! Why did I literally said that too soon. Please don't drink the fish. Okay, good.
So yeah, she didn't ingest the fish, but just a little bit of salmonella. I think the main reason I'm interested in what she does is because of her backstory. She seems like this really sympathetic character, like someone you'd almost view as your daughter, because she was very quiet in school. She always had these big dreams like most little girls had. She wanted to be a rockette. And like many of these vulnerable people who want to chase their dreams and become big stars, they move out to LA and just get mixed in with the wrong crowd and just become a part of Hollywood, and their minds get warped and destroyed. It's really, really sad, and it's especially sad to see these videos of her before she was Poppy and compare that to what she does now. It's another story of another lost soul to the Hollywood machine. Whoa, Ministry of Lost Souls Dream Theater.
They want to be famous, they want to make it, and that's what those degenerate Hollywood people drill into their head. Like, oh, you want to make it, you want to be noticed, this is what you got to do.
Absolutely. But her earlier videos were kind of cute and silly. So like you said, it kind of makes me want to check out her music. This next one was nominated for a Grammy for Best Metal Performance.
But that's the thing about Grammys, like, it's musicians have to give the vote. So do they just get big fat checks?
Let's give it a shot, right? Let's come in totally unbiased. Right. Let's give it a shot. Maybe it's worthwhile.
I already have an idea what's gonna happen, but like I'm already picturing it. I like how the low end just blows out the speaker.
It's awesome, right? You like this fight choreography too.
I like how she has like the Power Rangers outfit on.
That's pretty cool, right?
That's the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. Who mixed that? The low end just blows out anything else.
No, you don't understand. That is fucking art, okay? And you're an uncultured swine, and that is art, and that was intentional because that actually, it's the key to the universe. If you listen carefully, it's like some hidden message or something.
And that was a Grammy nominated. Maybe we can make it some Grammy nominated.
Welcome to the inaugural episode of the SIW Lounge. That's our favorite part of doing this kind of stuff, is interacting and hearing what you guys have to say. So we're gonna have a topic every week that either we'll pick or you guys can pick for us in the comments, and we want to hear from you about the topic. We'll be, of course, reading our favorite comment from the previous weeks, and if we like your comment enough, it'll be the subject of our next video as well. This is a great way for us to discuss music together without having to put forward a full formal review, which we know you guys love and we love making them, but they are pretty time consuming. And of course, just because we talk about it here doesn't mean we're not going to get to a review of an artist or an album or a band in the future.
Playboy Cardi punishment video where he said, it's funny how people see things differently. To me, this is a masterpiece. That makes me just want to run my head through the wall. I know all music is subjective, of course. There's some people that are just so, like, the absolute shittiest music I've ever heard in my entire life.
Well, so here's the thing about that, as someone who's a recovering mumble rap listener. One, you listen to it because all your friends are listening to it, so you think you're cool and you fit in. And also, once you immerse yourself in this world of mumble rap, you kind of lose all outside context too. So like, you forget about, the good music that is out there. So maybe in relation to other mumble rap, Whole Lotta Red is the greatest mumble rap album of all time. So when you hear someone, no, this is dog shit, you're kind of thinking, well, no, it's not dog shit because it's better than like his last album or something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And also, these people are not very smart too, as you can see from the comments. Actually, I think it was the same guy with like 15 different accounts, because they all talk exactly the same. They all say bro and L, like they speak in bro and L like they're in rock bottom or something, instead of like the raspberries. That's how they say bro and L. Why did you dismiss Creeping Death? Like, it's like the best song in the album. Dude, like, it's the best, like, Creeping Death.
We went into explicit detail as to why.
No, actually, we didn't. We just kind of said, fuck this song.
Because that's all it is. There's nothing else to it. It literally is. I'm sure when they even made the song themselves, they thought the same thing. They're like, oh, it's good. All right, put it on the album and we're set. That's probably the exact thought process. I highly doubt they woke up at the crack ass of dawn every day and were like, we need to work on Creeping Death. This song's coming together. It's taken us like 3 months. It's our masterpiece. No fucking way.
I think anything that's not a 10 is just like in the thought process. It's just automatically a 0. It's either a 10 or a 0. There's no in between.
If you ain't first, you're last.
Gabriel, very funny, Gabriel. Yes, very funny. So some backstory. Mars Volta is a band that Gabriel invented, and like, I don't know, he hacked our laptops and things because he wanted to get a rise out of us. That was his goal. He wanted us to sit down and do a full review of Mars Volta. So nice try and very funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say ditto on that one.
Honestly though, the more I listen to it, the more listenable it gets actually. And oh boy, have we gotten a request for Dr. Kevin's all-star lineup. Stay tuned, we're definitely gonna get to a review of this one. Yeah, so it's not that I dislike Ministry of Lost Souls. I actually think it has some brilliant moments, and it was one of my favorites when I was a kid too. Just the runtime does not need to be 15 minutes. And again, we weren't necessarily reviewing the song itself, we were talking about more of the live version as a whole, and I think the fatigue paired with About to Crash and then following Ministry of Lost Souls, it's just filler fest nonstop. Not that we think it's a bad song, but stay tuned for the Systematic Chaos review. So groups like
Caligula's,
Horse and Arch Echo, and to a degree Haken sometimes, these bands are all phenomenal and they're totally in line with the stuff that I'm into and the stuff I think we're both into. But my love of prog stems from innovation, pushing the boundaries of how we think of metal, how we think of rock, how we think of jazz. And while of course I think every one of these bands has their own unique identity, it's very much in that box of progressive metal, or what we've come to know as the genre of progressive metal. Haken is really the only group that I've seen really push the boundaries of what we know as prog metal. But of course, like I said, I love this kind of stuff, and of course not ruling out a review in the near future. We could be here all day looking through our awesome comments, and like we said, we love interacting with you. So of course, if we missed your suggestion, then please don't hesitate to drop it again, and I guess we'll just call it here.